Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where last episode we passed our second reform, giving ourselves 10% infantry combat ability. That is of course fantastic, and we are working on coring all of this because we just conquered it all back. So that is also in the category of fantastic. We're going to grab some extra siege ability, I think, and these guys are going to head on back over. I'm wondering what we're currently at here, 24 of 20? Okay. We just got some manpower recovery speed. That's nice, but we actually are kind of close to our max manpower. We could grab Dip Tech 5, which would probably be a very good thing here. Let's go ahead and do that. And these guys are going to arrive back. There we go. There's a bunch of cores coming in. Merge these together and get them drilling. Next, we're going to make a few states here. So we need to full core all of these. There we go. Only the one state, looks like. So how are we doing on overextension? 47.2%. Okay, we've got a ways to go on that. That definitely needs to happen. We need to drop our war exhaustion. And the question is, are we ready to actually form Maya? Actually, yes. We can do this right now. Is there any reason not to? I believe these missions will remain the same because we need to be Maya to reform the League here. So that sounds good. Hegemonic Ambition, we're going to need at least 3 reforms passed, but we're definitely going to do that. This is going to be 5 reforms. This is... We just need to reform the League. Okay. And this one, we would need to own a couple of provinces in the Mixteca area. So yeah, I think we're ready to do this. Let's go ahead and change our government to Maya. Perfect. We are now Maya, as expected. And that allows us to... Oh, that actually extends our mission tree. Quite significantly, in fact. Beautiful. Settling Europe, huh? Yeah, that's kind of our goal, to be honest with you. So for right now, what we need to do is we need to reform the League. That is going to give us permanent claims. Beautiful. Then we can reconnect with the Huastec, which is going to give us a bunch of separatism reduction. Nice. As well as some missionary strength, which is pretty good too. So that all looks good. So we have reformed here. We're now an Empire tier, and that puts us at 24 of 20. Okay, noted. So we lost the Maya Confederation CB, but we have permanent claims to a lot of this area. So that looks absolutely fine. Now, we've got a bunch of loans here. No, we have one loan here. I want to repay that loan. There we go. We're now no longer in debt. That's right. We paid off a bunch of the loans right at the end-ish of last episode. So that is, of course, wonderful. And there are separatists up here. Okay. Well, I guess we'll head on over there. And we know that we're going to need our navy to be stationed over here. In fact, I'm going to station the navy up here. And we should probably bring in a couple more cogs here because we have 24k here and only 22. So let's go to a 23rd here, but we don't have the sailors to get a 24th as of yet. Okay, so we're going to take care of these nerds. There we go. And I'm wondering what the supply limit is up here. We can just sit here. This is fine. And we can bring our navy in here, and we can just transport to wherever we need to be with our navy. So that sounds wonderful. How much sailors are we gaining per month? 5? Okay, so 2 months, and we'll be able to get our 24th here. Local trade power modifier, or 57 ducats. I'm going to take the ducats for the moment. That sounds good. And I do want to check in... Let's see. These are the same, so nothing changed there. Noted. Yeah, this all seems fine for the moment. So, we're moving towards reforming our beliefs, which we'll need to get these done. And then plaster over temples, huh? Interesting. Have the Great Project, Tikal, and Chichen Itza at tier 3, it looks like. Instituta and Peten. So that is up here. This is a Great Project, and if we wanted to upgrade that, that'll cost 2667. If we wanted to upgrade this one, that'll cost 1067. And that is very significant. So we're going to have to save up a lot of money for that. That's probably a good thing for us to do. But that's going to be expensive. For now, I'm more interested in continuing to conquest out over here. We will be able to pass another reform eventually once our overextension goes down. We can seize some land here, and this is actually a good time to do so. And we also want to get something in the Nicaragua area settled. Honduras is apparently not in the Nicaragua area. Okay, that's noted. Well, that's fine. We'll get Honduras finished, and we should probably consider, actually, recalling this guy and sending him down here then, because we know that we need to get started on that, right? Yes, this is considered within the Nicaragua area, but it's landlocked and not adjacent to any of our current locations. So instead, we should go here. 43 days? Yeah, get started on that. That sounds good. So Honduras is only growing at 15 per year. This is going to be very, very slow. That's understood. Hi, Norway. Imagine meeting you here. Okay, so now we're losing money because of our 2 colonies. That's not necessarily shocking. Our 2 colonies are overextension, which is, of course, not great. It's mostly going to be the overextension. Yeah, this should be fine once we get all these cored. I'm not too worried about it. You need to head over to the rest of the Navy. There you go. Looks good. And we're going to get all of these put together. Excellent. So there's all those cores finishing. Now we can make some states, and so we shall. We'll do full cores up here. And we need to do some states over here too. Note how we didn't have to full core these down here. That's interesting. Castile has a permanent claim on that province. Okay, that's spicy. I'm sure it'll be fine. So there's all these cores done. And at this point, we can convert provinces. We can make additional states, which we will do. Okay, now we do have to make these states, and they do need to be full cored. Okay, noted. So that is absolutely understood. We're going to go through and full core all of these. We're going to lose them again eventually, but that is fine for now. Okay, so we can convert provinces to Mayan, and I want to go for the shortest one. That's probably going to take us... That's not going to be negative financially, actually. Okay, perfect. Do we want to lose prestige or military power? Honestly, let's lose the prestige here. We're close to capped in our prestige, and it'll be okay, I think. So that looks good for now. Do we see any European colonization up this way? The answer is not yet. Okay, it will happen. So Honduras is, of course, going to take a while to get filled up, and it's going to take a while to get Mosquito filled up as well. All of that is understood. We are not capped in manpower right now. Oh, right, we can still seize land. We should do that. Consider it done. There we go. And we're going to need a bunch of gold. Like a whole bunch of gold to get these upgraded. So I would like to get some conquest going over here fairly soon. Lose 2 inflation for 100 admin power. That's not a good deal. Because if we go in here, we can lose 2 inflation for 75 admin power. We're going to take the local autonomy. That'll tick down over time. And I would like to ditch this inflation. Actually, here's a yearly inflation reduction advisor. Let's hire this guy. I'm not going to hire other advisors right now because we're trying to bank up gold. But for the moment, that seems okay. So I would like to consider attacking like these guys over here. They are allied. And who is it that they're allied with? These guys right here. Okay. What about Atomi? Tonala is their vassal at this point. Tlaxcala and Guamar. Okay, so this is Tlaxcala here, and Guanar is somewhere around here. I'm probably just blind. But I don't see them right now. They might be up here. Yeah, they're up here. Okay, so that is understood. We're going to have to break into this. How are we doing on our war exhaustion? It's almost gone. That said, we could pass a religious reform. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to grab core creation cost. Okay. They'll regret this, indeed. And now we know that we're going to need to go after a fair number of these. So, these guys are going to be black flagged, unfortunately. They're going to have to, yeah, actually just go with the Navy. I can't tell the Navy to come back, apparently. I don't know why I couldn't tell the Navy to come back, but whatever. Apparently we can't do this. But we can do it with automatic transit. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Well, it's okay. We're just going to move these guys back down here, and we are going to immediately go after all of this. So we got another reform here, and that is giving us hegemonic ambition. Perfect. So that is going to give us prestige from land battles and morale damage, okay, from mercs. That is noted for now. And I want to immediately go after, these guys are a vassal. Awkward. I want to immediately go after whatever this is. This is a lot, though. Okay. That is a whole lot. We can probably do it. Let's wait for our forces to get fully grouped up over here, though. It's very awkward the way that these release and immediately are vassals. Very, very awkward indeed. So this is all, I guess, relatively fine. If we were to do this... What's our Miltech right now? Our Miltech is 5, and these guys are Miltech 6. We should probably let our military power go up, but I think we can probably handle this. So these guys are Miltech 6. Aztec are still Miltech 5. Who is the power here? It would be potentially... I don't think it would be these guys. There's just a lot of them. None of them are particularly strong powerhouses. Okay. Let's declare this, and we're going to immediately head in over here. Now, these guys are locked in here. I want to come in and stack wipe them instantly. Beautiful. So they're going to go away. They did not stack wipe, remarkably. But we're going to walk up here and fight these guys next. Okay. This is, again, not a good deal, but sure. Now I want to come up here and fight these guys. We're fighting them in kind of awkward manners here. We're not getting stack wipes for any of these, which is very, very sad. I want to come down here and fight this force. And we can see here that they are definitely losing some troops, but we're not doing as well in these battles as I would have hoped. That one was a stack wipe, at least. Okay, and apparently there's a looming disaster here due to our stability. Okay, yeah, we could definitely boost our stability up. That's fine. We can boost it up to +1, and that should be okay. So these guys are going to need to reinforce. At this point, I am going, I think, to go hire some mercs. This is going to be expensive, this war, but we knew it was going to be rough. Okay, let's just have this come on down here. These are just unoccupied at this point. What? No one exists here anymore. That's weird. These were definitely locations that existed before. Okay. Well, we see this force down here, and I want to shift consolidate, and we're going to split a unit out. And now, these guys are going to go look to fight here. Okay. Looks like they're coming up here. That seems reasonably fine. I'm going to gain some military power here. There we go. And these guys are going to continue to cap out over this way. So we win that battle. That looks good. We gain 40 ducats. We have a mission fulfilled, and we can gain some stability and army tradition at this point. That sounds good. We also got reforming our society, which is going to give us some good things. There we go. Now I want to come down and fight this force. I want to fight them as split up as we can. Unfortunately, we still don't have that Miltech. Yeah, it's a ways away. That's what's costing us right now, I think, is the lack of Miltech. A gift to the state, huh? Put it in the treasury. That sounds good. So at this point, I want to come down over here. That'll be fine. We stack wiped this 1K unit. That's okay. And let's grab some territory over here while we wait for our manpower to fill this pool out a bit. Okay, so they have a force up here. I want to go fight it. Cool. So we're fighting a lot of these little forces, right? We're not stack wiping a single one of these, which is very unfortunate. I don't like this 10K stack here, actually. So we're going to move back over this way. Actually, I changed my mind. We're going to go stack wipe this 1K. There we go. And these guys are going to group together with us. Okay. Now, these guys are splitting up a little bit. I'm going to let these lock in, and we want to come back and fight. So that'll be on 29 January. They're going to exit on 22 January. So we're just attacking this weakest force here. Beautiful. That actually stack wiped. That's great. Now we're going to come attack this 4K stack. There we go. That stack wiped as well. That's a very big deal. Now we're going to come attack this 4K stack. They retreated. Now we're going to attack this 7K stack. Okay, this is going very awkwardly, but we knew that it would. Now we're going to come take out this 1K stack. Actually, it is retreating, but we're going to come down here. Okay, so we did finish a mission here, and sure, we'll gain some more stability. That seems fine. That's a stack wipe, and now we're going to come up over here. Eventually, they will run out of ability to do this. Eventually. But it is apparently not yet. This is an awkward way to go. Sure, I guess we'll just sit here for now. Now we finally get that Miltech. Okay, we have access to cavalry. Beautiful. We're not going to be able to do anything with that just yet, though. So, let's get this siege done. And I want to come in and... Oh, this is very awkward because of this fort. Yeah, I'm going to shift consolidate here, and we're going to split off about 7K, and we're going to put them here. I'd like to start getting some of these forts dealt with. Okay, we see their forces out here. And we can't walk here. But we can walk here. So that is noted. Somebody just pieced out of this war, I think. A lot of somebodies just did. Okay. That is very good for us, I think. Who are we at war with at this point? So it's these guys and these guys. Beautiful. That actually helps quite a lot. These are black flagged. They're walking away. Okay. So that is definitely a good thing. We're letting our forces regenerate a bit here. And we are going to run out of money eventually, but we need to get this all put back, right? I'm actually thinking about hiring mercs still, but I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move another 7K, and they're going to go down to here, beginning a siege. How much is actually needed here? This is the correct amount. Okay. That looks good. So, we're going to get this all dealt with. That'll be fine. 100 population in Honduras. Okay. This getting completely destroyed is very, very strange, but whatever. I have no idea how it determines what it's going to get rid of when we pass a reform, but sure. Okay, at this point, I'd like to send a couple of units back over this way. Like that. And we'll get all of this taken over. That'll be fine for the moment. And yeah, we are going into debt. That's expected at this point. Beautiful. So these guys are going to make their way back up as soon as they get all of this capped. These are going to help out over here while these guys come on back. We'll merge all of these forces together. Okay, now these guys are going to come on back. This siege will wrap up very shortly. And let's see. Defenders would get average penalties. Spare the faithful. Okay. There we go. So now we're going to move in to their capital. Oh, this is awkward. Totonac is in a million wars right now. So we're going to move up over this way now that we can move past here. And we're just going to take this. Ooh, I wonder if we can get there first. We might be able to. No, we would arrive 2 days later. That is very unfortunate. So, yeah, we are not leading this siege. There's no point in being here, so we're just going to move back. Okay, this coattail war is very rude, but whatever. It's fine, I guess. We're going to go get what we can. Okay. So we see their forces running around over here. I think that means that we should group these guys together. And we'll keep an eye on whether we can... These guys are leaving. Actually, let's just keep our units together. Let's head in here. Beautiful. This is now our siege. So we've got these sieges going on. Totonac has had Doomsday. That is, of course, these guys here. So that looks reasonably good. We need to get these sieges completed at this time. And we are currently completely out of manpower, and our treasury is going quite negative, but that is understood. These sieges will be done very shortly, and the sieges are quite manpower intensive, so it's not surprising that this is happening. Mayan defectors? Okay, we got a core. Sure, that sounds good. And eventually, this will fall. Eventually. So 28%, 14%, and minus 35. Okay, this siege is now over. I'm going to move these guys up to here. Excellent. So here's what I'm thinking right now. We vassalize these guys. We take all of this territory. And then that should get us into some other wars. In theory. So that would be reasonably fine. Our war exhaustion is high, but it's doable, I think. I'm going to bring these guys and put them here, I think. So all of these forces are going to move up, and we're at 21% on this siege now. 28. We're just waiting for this siege to finish. Eventually. Eventually it will finish. There we go. Okay, so now that that has happened, we are going to vassalize Totonac. We can't do that. Well, that's rude. It would cost us 106% war score to vassalize Totonac. All of this territory pretty much was ours. So, I'm not sure exactly why that's happening. How is their other wars going? They're not going to peace out anytime soon. Okay, I think we should just take what we can and get out of this then. So that would mean taking all of that and then taking some of this up over here. This is everything that we can take. And then going up to 100. It's not ideal, and this will make a lot of people angry. So maybe we shouldn't even bother to take this territory up over here. Take extra gold. Sure. That's still going to make a lot of people angry, but I'm not sure how much we actually care. So let's go ahead and send that demand. And that seems fine. We're going to grab these guys and bring them on back. I want to mothball this fort for now, as well as this fort. And I would like to immediately, potentially, get into war with these guys. So Totonac would join this again. That's these guys up over here. We know that they have very little that they can do, right? So I would like to declare this war. If we did this, this is definitely a winnable war. Totonac would not join. Aztec would. But we're actually truced with these guys. For 2 years. We may have to just chill. We may just have to chill here for a bit. That's not the worst thing in the world. We can gain a bunch of manpower from campaigning season here, and that's reasonably fine. We're going to need to core all of this, of course. And we have to core these because in order to pass these, we need our unrest, or rather our overextension to be less than 1%. So we have to core these. That's interesting. So I think we're going to have to wait out some truces here to continue to take back our territory out over here. I guess that's fine. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to prepare for getting that done. We're positive in our manpower, so it shouldn't be too bad. We just need to let our war exhaustion go down a bit. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and actually, hang on. I just realized we can get cavalry. We're doing it. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Ali Lee, Dark Horse, Xenocyte, Upper Cumberland Gamers, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, The Lounge STL, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.